Here we go, here we go. Seeing this wheel, can you guess if this is a Chevrolet Camaro? Or, in other words, the name that everyone is more familiar with, which is Bumblebee from Transformers. So in this episode's video, we'll follow the person who is conducting the disassembly work. Car model restoration master Russell Weston Brothers Sue perform a perfect restoration of this Bumblebee. Speaking of Camaro, first born in year 1996, its launch aimed to compete with Ford Mustang at that time. Thanks to its powerful V8 engine, rugged, stylish design, and affordable price, it became one of the representatives of American muscle cars. But the good times didn't last long. In the previous decade, due to increasingly strict emission laws, the Camaro line stopped production until year 2010, when the fifth-generation Camaro was relaunched to market, which is also the prototype of the car model that Brother Sue will restore in this episode. Speaking of this, Brother Sue has completed the entire disassembly process. Next, he will use a paint stripper to handle the outer shell part. Regarding the principle of paint strippers, everyone is very familiar with it, so we won't repeat it here. Below, I share with everyone an interesting knowledge, which is the fifth-generation Camaro just mentioned was launched in year 2010, but the first Transformers movie was released in year 2007. Doesn't it feel like the timing doesn't match? Actually, the fifth-generation Camaro in year 2006 had already launched the concept model until year 2010, when there was officially a mass production version brought to market. So the Bumblebee in the year 2007 Transformers movie that one was definitely a special concept model prop car, going back after removing most of the paint layer. Brother Sue again used the steel wire polishing method to cleanly remove those remaining stubborn paint layers. At the same time, for some flawed areas on the outer shell, also need to use files to fix. After that, can move to the paint coating stage. Brother Sue will spray gray, white primer on the outer shell, as well as classic Camaro B, yellow top coat, of course. There are also black racing stripes and high-gloss transparent protective clear coat. After waiting for the paint layer to dry, the familiar orange peel effect appeared again. This situation definitely cannot be accepted. So the next step, Brother Sue will use 2,500 grit abrasive material to wet sand the entire surface once to fix this problem. And this bottle is high-gloss paint from Tamiya brand. After applying and covering, can form a bright mirror effect layer on the surface, making the entire outer shell paint layer look deeper and more moist, like this. Is the final effect of the paint layer. How do you all feel? Next, need to handle the car interior part. First, naturally, is cleaning. After cleaning is done, for this car floor panel, Brother Sue will spray black top coat, as well as local silver top coat. Waiting for the floor paint layer to dry, next naturally is Brother Sue's specialty. He will, through brushing a layer of adhesive on the car floor, to stick these short fine fibers together, forming a velvet floor like a real car. Such velvet floor also has the effect of absorbing road noise, suppressing resonance, reducing noise, anti-slip, heat insulation. The part equipped with 2 seat belts here is actually the interior on both sides of the rear seats in the car. Door panels. After handling the paint layer and seatbelt details, Brother Sue also installs them in corresponding positions. Next, these seats, after completing the corresponding color paint spraying, will also be assembled to corresponding positions. Of course, the detail processing on these seats is also very good. Logos, textures are all very awesome. Besides seats, there are also handbrake and gear shift. As for this center console part, it will be a bit more troublesome. Having more details like the yellow decorative panel in the middle, multimedia system, dashboard, air conditioning vents, and steering wheel. When this entire center console is completed, then the entire interior handling part is considered finished. And this rear window panel and front ceiling assembly with rear view mirror and sun visor, as well as front door interior panels. These all need to be installed separately on the chassis shell. At the same time during this process, Brother Sue will also assemble the outer shell and interior parts together. This is the appearance after completing the current stage. Can say the feeling of the entire car is already very concrete. Additionally, Brother Sue also installed this logo door sill protection plate for the lower part of the car door. Can say it's very detailed. Next, need to handle this typical American 6.2-liter V8 naturally aspirated engine. So the question arises, does anyone know what those yellow round discs on the left and right sides of this big displacement engine are? Anyone who knows can let us know in the comment section, or Dan Maku. After installing this engine assembly, next we see the car chassis. This chassis doesn't have any major problems, just need to install the main parts of each section. Additionally, there's also a trunk that's also processed with felt. Next, can assemble the outer shell and interior parts together, and these two are the car's exhaust pipes, but they don't meet Brother Sue's usage standards. So Brother Sue will use this old antenna to remake the exhaust pipes. After cutting to corresponding size, also need to use lighter to roast it a bit, this way it will look more professional. Then use resin glue to install them on the rear lip and install together on the car, finished with the exhaust pipes. Next, still need to install the processed taillights, license plate, shark fin, intake grille, fog lights, headlights, all to corresponding positions. Next, Brother Sue will, through these masking papers, print out the specific geometric shape of the front and rear windshields of the car, and use this data to recut new windshields. This is the appearance after installing the new windshield. Still very tight fitting. So, finally, only these four wheels remain. Handling them has nothing special. They all don't have any major problems. What surprises people is, they all come with brake discs and brake calipers. This point, compared to other car models, is still relatively detailed. Finally, install the wheel parts. Then this once abandoned Bumblebee Chevrolet Camaro sports car model has also officially completed restoration. So this episode's video ends here. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Goodbye. Once again, looking forward to everyone coming to Max's restoration journey. Goodbye.